Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. My name is Madhulika Rajahan, mother, author, green energy enthusiast, and certified Lean Six Sigma black belt expert. Through these videos, I would like to take you all to a journey of understanding the concept of lean, famously known as the Toyota production system by Taiichi Ono, a man who dedicated his life to the concept. In our previous videos, we talked about lean and the 3M's, Muri being the first one, loosely translated as overburden. Taiichi Ono took various common philosophies of Japanese language and applied them to lean. Hence, to understand the essence of the meaning, one must try to see the origin of the word rather than sticking to the translated version. In Japan, you often hear the expression Muri Shinai. Broadly speaking, the phrase means don't overdo it or take it easy. The expression shows that you care about the well being and health of someone. Originally, the word muri means to overdo or to take things too far. The very particular nuance would be even though you know something is impossible, you string trying to do it. The Japanese meaning is positive. You're challenging yourself. However, the translated overdoing it takes things too far, pushing too far, are not expressed well in this positive feeling. Muri, if seen in a simpler way, can be avoided through standardized work. To achieve this standard condition or output, one must be defined to assure effective judgment of quality. Then, every process and function must be reduced to its simplest element for examination and later recombination. The process must then be standardized to achieve the defined condition. However, it's easier said than done. Let me give you an example. It's like a football team. If you put the whole pressure on three players because they are outstanding, at some time or some point they will get injured and then the whole team will struggle. So, if you need to be careful while you're trying to use the full capacity of your team, you should try to balance at the optimal capacity at a level at which all parts and systems can be driven results without any extra work. Now, the question arises, what can cause Muri? You can overburden a system without even realizing it. And it can be applied to all systems, namely body systems, work systems, with equal ease. Let's see what happens when a team is overburdened. For example, setting unrealistic deadlines can force different team members to rush the work. This will often lead to poor quality and decreased customer satisfaction. Let's demonstrate with an example. Now, if you tell your designer to make twice as many images that she's able to produce for a certain period of time, she will probably do it, but they will not all be of the highest quality. The second reason would be over demanding. The first and the most obvious one is over demanding. In the contemporary business world, it is quite surprising how higher management pushes more work onto their teams, hoping that more inputs will result in more outputs. In fact, this is quite counterproductive. This leads to constantly increasing number of waiting tasks, which often results in chaos and burnouts. Monday burnouts being the classic case. Lack of training. Companies often neglect the need for good training sessions. This is how, at some point, a team member can end up working on a task much longer than necessary. As the saying goes, one must take time to sharpen the tools from time to time in order to chop the wood one needs to. Let's say that you are trained to work as a copywriter. However, the manager decides to use you as a designer. You will probably need twice more time to deliver goods, images, than regular designer will. Lack of communication. Good and clear communication is crucial, rather mandatory for the success of any team. You need to establish clear communication channels and guidelines and practice to avoid overburdening. Now imagine that you have a meeting with three of your team members and you decide to make 10 new landing pages for your website. Everybody in the meeting agrees and the team starts to work on the project. But there is just a verbal agreement, and the designers are not informed of the project until the last day before the expected deadline. Respectively, the designers will be overburdened and they will feel negative effect of Muri because of miscommunication. lack of proper tools and equipment. When proper tools are missing, Muri is inevitable and obvious. If you give new computers to some of your developers, for example, but the rest of them work with computers which are 5 years old machines, the second group will definitely feel overburdened because they will need much more time to complete their tasks using their old equipment. There could be many other reasons causing Muri, barring the ones we've discussed today. You need to remember that managing all of them will prevent the whole work process from collapsing. Muri can be seen in all systems, not just an office system or an office environment. One can replicate or able to see the concept wherever you see overburden around us. It can be in the way we manage our individual households or our bodies to Mother Earth itself. With this, we come to an end to this edition of our lean session. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the comment section on what you'd like to hear more. Until next time, this is your host, Madhulika Rachahan, signing off. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day ahead.